What is happening? Welcome back to Beyond Organic Gardening. Today we're going to be doing some landscape transformation, landscape renovating, doing all that blah blah. Landscaping is what we're going to be doing today. Finally had Mark come out the other day. We got some stuff painted, some stuff drew up kind of how we wanted it, and now it's time to start doing a little bit of work. So our first session went really well. I just bought, I'll show you what I bought. I just bought this extendable pole saw so I can go around and undercut some of the branches on the trees or whatever to open and clear it up. I'll show y'all when I get out there. And I bought a wood splitting log because why not? I mean, we plan on making little fires and stuff and everything. And there's some wood out there. I haven't cut a bunch yet, but when I have it, I'm gonna need it eventually, so might as well get it now. Yeah. So I got those. I don't know if I'll be getting to either one of those tools today, but what I will be doing is working that little Kubota tractor today. I think that's gonna be fun. I gotta move some big rocks. I don't really want to call them boulders. I don't think they're big enough to be called boulders, but they big old rocks. So move some stuff around in there, scoop up some river rock, kind of, you know, place stuff. And I'll show y'all when I get out there. Some of the lines are sprayed and the design that we're moving towards. So I'll catch y'all there in a second. Oh
Yesterday.
It's cutting down these limbs, tree limbs, whatever thing. I can't talk. Cutting down these tree limbs. You ready to work? Gonna undercut some of these trees that have these tags on them. Start taking some of these branches off. See how low they are. They're blocking out the other trees and that view out there as well. About to go around kind of behind them right now, gather them up and get them in one area. I'm getting them in one area now, and then I'll come back through. Probably throw them in my truck or throw them on the tractor and then take them down to the burn pile. Y'all know what I'm finna do, right? So all these limbs and stuff, and we got a whole tree over there that got cut down, but that I done gathered. I'm probably just gonna call a tree service or whatever, have them cut. Man, I can't talk. Probably gonna have a tree service come out here, mulch up these trees, branches and stuff, whatnot, and then maybe just dump them somewhere, pick out a little designated spot, have them dump all the wood chips off right there, and then start using them for the gardens, you know? No point in taking them over and burning them or hauling them off to the dump or something. I want to get them mulched up and use them now. It's free mulch. Well, aside from them mulching it for me, you know? But we'll see how much it costs. All right, so just have a pile here, pile there, and there's one in the woods right there that's hard to see. And a pile there. I pretty much made up my mind on the tree trimming people. Still haven't called them, but I'm just kind of prepping for that. So if they go ahead and say, yeah, give me a price that I like, I already have them grouped together, and I'll just pick one of these spots to get them all grouped together. It'll make it easier for them to just throw in the mulcher. You know, they'll probably take some cost off for labor. So I don't have to pull all this stuff around. Like I have it all piled up. I have them where I want them chipped and dropped at. Literally, y'all just gotta chip it and drop it right where it is. So hopefully that'll keep the cost down.
The next day.
Every time I want to come do some work out here, it just start raining every single time. So hopefully it let up soon. All right, so the rain has cleared up a bit. It sounds like it is. It's just falling off the trees, but we have a little opening. So I'm going to show you what we're going to be working on today. We're going to be doing just this front area in this video, and I'm going to take you through and explain as best as I can. We came out and sprayed some areas. You can kind of see the spray paint around, but it rained a bit, so we washed it away a touch. So I'll try to be as detailed as I can so you can see. But here you can see this line spray painted. It goes up and around to here. So it's like a big arc right there. So what we'll be doing in this area and the other, so it's one of two areas. So it's a big area like this, other big one here you can see with these other rocks right around there. So what we're going to be doing is taking rocks like these more medium-sized rocks and just kind of placing them and digging them into here. And then after we do that, this board here is pretty much just like where you come through this driveway and you see this, that, you know, whatever we decide to put on there, you know, the McGee's, the address, whatever name we want to put on there, that's right there. No matter how big, you know, that's just a placeholder, just an idea, right? But we're going to be digging in medium-sized rocks in those bigger areas like this, and then smaller areas. So we got these big arcs there, and then we have some of these arcs here, some smaller size ones. So there's one right here, a smaller one, and there's one right here, a smaller size one. You can kind of see, you know, another little smaller size one. These would probably be the arcs going like this, that way are for medium-sized rocks, and the ones like this are for bigger rocks, right? I just saw this. They must have buried some little pit or something out here. But yeah, those small, here come the rain. All right, it finally stopped raining, so I'm about to get these rocks out of this little eclipse here first, and then get it ready for the bigger rocks. All right, so them came out super easy. The soil is so nice here that everything just pretty much pops right out of anything. So you can see the soil is real good. So now I'm gonna go to like the little rock area that's already done. Measure about the smallest one that I see. It's about to here, halfway up the shaft. That I have it measured, I'm gonna use that. Any rock smaller than that won't be going in these little eclipse areas. So now I'm about to walk around through all these rocks that are up and figure out which ones I'm gonna put up in here. I found a pretty decent one here. So don't roll him up. Actually, probably could have left that one because I forgot about this one. Little eclipse here. It was pretty much rocks like this all around here. Some around the trees, some there, some far over there that are hard to see. So what I'm gonna do is grab the tractor, fill up the front bucket of it, front end loader, so fill that up or put some rocks in there, then drive it over and dump them as close as I can because these are big rocks and they heavy. And I don't feel like rolling them everywhere. That's gonna be a lot of work. So I'm gonna put this little tractor to work. Pulling over to these rocks here first. Nice size rocks. Alright, pulling up to the spizzot. Forgot to show y'all when I dumped them, but here they go. These three, pretty big. I'll probably get, oh no, I'm about to put them in and then I'll see how many more I need. But now I'm gonna shovel out some of this dirt right here, put it behind them, level it out a little bit, and then roll those down into the trench that I dig out. I got it decently trenched out along here. Probably should have trenched it out before I moved the rocks here, but whatever. So now I'm about to roll them down on in here. So I have 4 in, and I'll probably need another 3 to get the rest of it, but see how it's gonna be. They're gonna be there, wrap up around. And then the dirt here, you can kind of see it mounded up. I'm gonna level it all out behind here, so this is sitting as flat as possible. All right, y'all, you see I had to mask up because these mosquitoes kicking my tail. So I had to throw this on because they all up in my eyes, my ears. They drive me nuts when they get to in my ear. Man, I'll be about to lose it. But I got pretty much the ellipses done. Here's one here. There's one down there. There's another one back here. Then I have, ooh, almost fell. I have another one I need to do there. But since obviously you can't see the back when you come in from there, I'm gonna save all that stuff for last. I'm gonna get the front done up as best as I can. But now that those are done, I'm going to start working on the bigger areas where I'm going to be putting the smaller to medium-sized rock. So remember this big area here, that big area over on the side, whatever. I'm going to drop them in so they're pretty neatly spaced about like this, and then we'll go from there. So I ain't showed y'all too much. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to get some work done, but kind of want to walk you through and see if y'all notice the difference or the change what it looks before. I don't know how obvious it is, but I think the flow of it, these mosquitoes driving me nuts. The flow of it, I think already feels a lot better. So I'll walk y'all through real quick. And remember, all the spaces in between these rocks are most likely, I'm not positive yet, most likely going to be filled in with river rock. And then all the areas that don't have rock and river rock is going to be mulched. So if you can kind of envision that, that's what we're working towards. So this area here, as you enter, come from the driveway and come into the property, cleaned it up a bit, got the rock spaced out a bit. You can see it's a little neater. They flow a little bit better down to there. So it's kind of like an arc down, arc to there. So I cleaned that up, got those a little organized. Set an ellipse right there, and the space through here before we get to the next part, see how it's a gap, just kind of like a natural path here, kind of like inviting you in to the space. So you'll be able to walk in and around and through there, and it'll be paths, natural paths leading out of it too. And then get into this next area, you can see how this starts to come up and arc down and flow. You can see that first ellipse here, that top shelf one, the top tier one. As you keep moving around, you see this one in the back here, or the front, I guess, the front back. And there's one in the way, dang mosquitoes, one in the way back there. The more you come around, the better you can see. There'll be another one on the other side, and then another like flowing rock area, but it's the back, so you know, like I already said. But yeah, so you can see how this flowed too, how it got big and it tapered off quite a bit. And yeah, we'll be coming through, putting in river rock. I'll put river rock to fill in all the spaces between, and then all the rest of it will be mulch. Obviously, I'm going to get the flowers and all that stuff in there, edibles and whatever. And then the top shelf here and these little ellipses. Not quite sure what I'm going to plant yet, but I feel like those will be kind of more, you know, less. Obviously, those are going to be big background staple things, the evergreens back there. So then we have some color in front of it that will really pop against that green. And the ellipses will be kind of stuff that draws your attention, you know, slightly, you know, medium-sized stuff, whatever. And then obviously the smaller plants and everything else down through there. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little part 2. Still got a lot of work to do, but I think it's coming along decently so far. So stay tuned, keep rocking with us, and I'll be back real soon to show y'all what we're doing in part 3. So see y'all later. Peace.